Hello, Prim friends. I am back at Meander Hill, and we are in the upstairs portion of the shop, which is an early barn built in the 1800s and then renovated, if I remember correctly, somewhere in the 1960s. That is a beautiful grain painted trunk. So I'll make sure that the address and the phone number is on the screen for this shop. They do ship, and they do ship across the country. So if you are interested in this colonial country style of decorating, including the larger pieces, the upholstered furniture, this is a gorgeous wingback chair in the flame stitch. But if this is something that you are interested in getting more involved in, or buying more pieces, or just starting, this is a wonderful place to be adding lovely pieces of furniture to your home and accessories. And again, this is the upstairs, so I'm sure that this video will be in two parts. I'm seeing a lot of Christmas garlands very deeply discounted. So these look like they were $85 and they are now $27. Look at with the apple slices and the artichokes and the oranges, and those are all faux, so there's no risk of having the little buggies that just almost no matter what we do seem to get into the new ones, or the real ones, actually, the live oranges and apples. If somebody has a tip for how to keep that from happening, please don't hesitate to put that in the comments. I would love to hear. This shop just does such a beautiful job as far as the correct type of upholstery, the lighting fixtures, and they have such an enormous selection. So look at all of those Windsor chairs here around the table. I believe those are referred to as a fan back. And then these here with the rounded back. Just gorgeous. Love the accent pillows here on this willow tree sofa. And I believe these are referred to as a snowflake, if I remember right. The pillows, this is a 16-inch pillow, really firmly stuffed there with that filling, and that is $78. Look at the tigering, the figuring in the wood on this end table. Queen Anne server. Tiger maple, $1,400. Stunning. Again, this beautiful table surrounded by those chairs. Again, I think these are referred to as fan back, but I will double check for you. Yes, fan back. These are riverbend chairs. There's some of the trunks. These are typically antique pieces that Kathy Grable paints over. That gorgeous chandelier and that wonderful mantle there. Upstairs here, there are a few of those Christmas pieces, but if you have the ability to come here to the shop closer to Christmas, now it's not even quite mid-September, and the place is absolutely transformed when it comes to Christmas time, before Christmas, of course, with all of the beautiful Christmas accessories that will be added in every corner. Again, those pretty pillows done with the upholstery fabric. This has always been probably my favorite upholstery fabric. One of these days. That is a gorgeous wingback chair. Just really, really love. Antique desert. It's a Virginia chair. We'll see when the time comes, but that truly is probably one of my most favorite of the upholstery fabric. I do love the flame stitch. I love the snowflake style, that pattern as well. But there's just something about the softness that I see in that Virginia chair. I don't know. Maybe because it has so many different colors, but they're softened. And so you could change a lot of other decor or add different things to that and not have to be feeling like you need to change your upholstery. Cute. It's like the ultimate gift shop for people who love this style of decorating. And I call it a style of decorating, but it's really a lifestyle, I think. I've come to believe, I suppose. It really is preserving a time in our country, preserving, maybe a way of life in our country. Now, I've said before, it seems to be in some of the antiques that I collect and that I've featured on our channel. Sometimes it's a wooden bowl that's been repaired 100 years ago, maybe repaired. Perhaps 150 years ago, it was a wedding present. And as the wood has shrunk from lack of humidity, which is just a very typical thing to happen, those bowls will crack over time. But when something has been saved, has been repaired, because there's value to it, instead of just being thrown away and buy a new one, there's just something very special about that. And I love that this style of decorating kind of honors that. When I think about how hard our forefathers and foresisters worked, my goodness, even just to create a piece of cloth, what all went into that. Whether it was harvesting it from the fiber of a sheep, or planting the flax in the fields, harvesting that, creating the fiber from the plant, and then spinning the yarn that then went into weaving the fabric. It's just truly unimaginable, I think, to us today. Perhaps there's something to be said for being so body tired at the end of the night, at the end of the day, that when their heads hit the pillow at night, they were out. Realizing that the next day it would start all over again. Maybe there's something really to be said for working hard and being that tired at the end of the day. There's another beautiful wingback chair. These are from Town & Country Furnishings, which is an Ohio company. Beautiful pieces. I know I've had several people commenting when they see a whale in some of my videos, and there are several here in this room. These are gorgeous. And here on the plates, even in the window. I love the barn lantern. So it's been a while since I have maybe introduced myself. I suppose we have so many new viewers. My name is Gabriella. I am so glad that you're here watching our video. And if you find, I don't know, something just so special in the warmth of these kinds of pieces, I would love to hear again where you're all from. We have had such a surge in new viewers in the last several months, but I would love to hear where you're from. So please consider putting in your comments. We've had them from viewers from all over the world. Brazil, Korea, just New Zealand, just all over the world. And I am so pleased that you're here. There's a beautiful original tree harn piece. The original, like brand new pieces would be $2,800. This one is marked down to $695. They do here have a consignment page on their Facebook page, Meander Hill does. And so if you are looking for something maybe specific, something made by, like this is an original tree harn. Tree harn pieces, that company was purchased by another Amish company, and they now manufacture the tree harn pieces. But if you see something here that you're interested in, again, do not hesitate to give Evan a call. Oh goodness, look at the size of that basket. A porch basket by Jen. That one is $210. Love it, filled with the apples. Primitive hand-woven mat baskets. Really sweet. Another beautiful side table with that very figured wood grain in the tiger maple. This is just such a gorgeous setting to be here in this early barn. The creaks in the floor are charming. I love that chandelier right here. I'm still on the hunt. That one is $395. The wood section in the center is almost sort of a salmon color, so it really goes with a lot. Hear that creak? Love it. Love it. Beautiful mule chest or blanket box. Has the drawer in the bottom and then the top would lift. And another one of those beautiful whales. Some more of the Christmas garlands here. Let's see the price on these. These have the pomegranates. These are $48 a piece. And over the doorway, what a clever idea. They have the little brackets and then a shelf. What a great idea. So it's out of the way and yet another place to display. So maybe in your home you don't have a mantle. This would be great over a set of windows. I'm thinking about this even over our kitchen. What a great idea. And that's one of the things that I love about going to these different shops. Over the years, they have gleaned information from various shops that they've been to or displays or purchasing in different places. And so you can just get so many wonderful ideas coming to these shops for how to decorate or accent your own home and your own pieces. There is a beautiful 48-inch Colonial open back shelf that is aged white, or almost like it really looks like a linen color. The pegs are stained, and that is $75. Gosh. Extremely reasonable price. I'm seeing a cabinet I really like over here. That is grain painted. Hand grained desktop. Oh, what a neat piece. You could put that over the top of a, just like a large table. I think we'll see one downstairs here soon. Not terribly large, but just a table. And that could act as a desk, certainly. This is beautiful. There are so many places where you could use that. Just on the wall in a living room. Perhaps in a primary bedroom or bathroom as well. Oh, goodness. Where could you not use a cupboard like that? It would be great for spices, beautiful in a pantry or just on the wall in a kitchen. And look at all of these woven coverlet pieces. These are imports. From what I am seeing, I believe so. So these are the import pieces, so their prices are very, very reasonable. Lots of different sizes. But again, for the price, so 52-inch table square, there are throws as well. More of the Kathy Grable pieces. Here are runners. Short runners, the longer runners, 34-inch square table pieces, just very nice. Here, a quilt stand. That one's made by David T. Smith, also from Ohio. That's a mustard piece. They have $175 on that. And there were some woven blanket pieces in the other room I want to take you back to while I was sort of just blathering on here a bit. But I think it's important to remember our history, where we've come from, so that we know where we're going. There's a really pretty coverlet with the pine tree border on that. Let me see if I can see a price on this. Overshot weave. This says circa 1820. Antique wool coverlet, 60 by 80, red and blue. There are 4 minor flaws, but it is marked $300. That is a consigned piece also. It's really... Here, this is what I wanted to show you. These beautiful woven coverlets for the beds. These are queen bed covers. The red and tan. This one is a blue and tan, or navy and tan. And those are $145 a piece. And then the shams are $38 for the pair. They have them in the navy and also in the red. And then here you can see on the bed, that looks to be in the green. Just absolutely love this look, this style, this way of living. And especially I think because for me, it's a piece at a time. It's, okay, we're going to need a chair over here, and what do I want? And really thoughtfully thinking about it. What's the style? Maybe it's also those estate sales and garage sales where somebody was also a collector at one time and then you can add some of those pieces that they have picked up over the years, like at Lisa's shop, the Western Reserve Antique Shop. Her shop is actually not very far at all from Meander Hill, so when you do come, you'll definitely want to check out Meander Hill as well, or if you're here at Meander Hill, make sure you check out the Western Reserve Antique Shop also. Here is a really pretty woven coverlet. This is by the Goodwin Guild in North Carolina, and this one is $135. That should have a mark in the corners stating, yes, that it's Goodwin Guild right there. I know I have it upside down, but you get the drift. Right? So I hope that you will make a trip out here, and if you are too far away, I know there have been lots and lots of our viewers who have purchased pieces from this shop and had them delivered all across the country. If you have, I would love to hear what you found. Jan, shout out to you. I know you've had a few pieces have come from here as well, and more that will be headed that way soon. So take care, everyone, and we will see you in the next video very soon.